What's up, my guys? We are back in line once again. Um, Another weekend episode, summertime. So we're not in school anyway, but school's almost back in action here. So hopefully we'll be back on a normal schedule. It's just me and Tiggy Nation again. We might need to file a missing persons report on Jake. Don't know, but I think he's safe. But we don't hear anything the next few days, we might have to file a missing persons report. Tiggy Nation, what's up?
That's very funny you brought that up. I texted Jake. I did make contact a couple days ago. Just texted him I miss him, and he said I miss you too, bro. And then I gave him a little kiss on the lips there.
That's nice.
And yeah, missing Jake, but I know I'm sure he's having a good time wherever he is, and I'm just excited to chop it up here on this Sunday. Going to be released Monday. Yeah,
Yep.
so we're just rolling with a random schedule every time.
We are, and it's all right.
Yeah,
It's okay.
It keeps everyone on their toes.
It does. No, but yeah, happy to be here. Happy to be back. What's been going on? What's been going on? What's been going on in your life, Tiggy Nation? How was your week this week?
So my week actually very good. I've been playing some golf, playing a lot of golf. I don't know. Yeah, we did it Saturday. That would have been after I played at Copper Canyon. Played like one of my best rounds. I've been playing just solid golf recently, all under 85s, which I'm extremely happy about. So having fun with that, playing really well. In terms of more real, tangible stuff that matter, I guess. I don't know. You could argue golf, but
it matters. Yeah.
I got promoted.
What?
Basically, at work, we take a test in the springtime, and if you pass, basically the next year you'll get promoted to staff sergeant. So next year I will be a staff sergeant at some point, which is pretty cool.
That is awesome, dude. Congratulations.
So everyone will have to stand at attention when they talk to me. It's going to be insane.
Dang, Tiggy Nation, the staff sergeant.
Mm-hmm.
That's legit. Sorry, I'm just trying to. Shit's falling over. But no, that's awesome.
So
wait, so you took that test. When was that test?
I think
that was a while back, right?
It was early
I remember.
May, yeah.
Yeah, I remember you were talking about that. So
early
that's
May,
awesome, dude.
Yeah, it was a good time. Well, actually, the test was kind of miserable, but luckily I passed. Happy to get there. Happy I will have this kind of like on my resume. It's good to say I made it. Yeah, so I'm extremely happy with myself, feeling really good about it.
No, that is awesome, dude. Job well done. You should feel proud of yourself.
Hell yeah.
So when does that take place now? When do you become, when are you actually the staff sergeant?
Yeah, it'll probably, that's the thing. So I might have to extend my contract a little bit to officially pin it on, maybe by a couple months. So it might be like May or June next year. So it might be a legit year, but we'll see. It might be quicker, just all depending. But yeah, it's a very cool experience. So I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah. What about you, JT? What have you been getting into?
Well, this week I was in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul, which was cool. Never been to Minnesota, never been to that part of the country, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I think the closest I've been to there is Chicago. I guess isn't that far away, but never really been any in those northern Midwestern states. So it was cool. Didn't go like to a bunch of different places, but we were at the hotel at the Mall of America, which was cool. It's like the biggest mall in the country. It has like an amusement park and all that shit in the mall.
Yeah.
Which was crazy. I'm like, this is insane. They actually have an aquarium in the mall too, which I went to. I was
nice.
I'm here. I got to go through it. It was nice, super nice and clean. Love to see it. So that was cool. Cool place. I always like to see a new place.
Nice.
So that was that was the week, and then let's see what else happened. pretty chill weekend. Angie's working all weekend. This morning I went up to the lake and paddleboarded early in the morning, which was freaking awesome.
Very cool.
I'd say half the time I just parked on a little beach and just freaking sat in the water and just enjoyed the quiet and nature, which was super nice. Now we're here.
Hell yeah.
Pretty good week.
Pretty good. Don't worry, Chad, if you're watching. I already made fun of JT about the V8. I've already made fun of it. He's an old man.
Who's Chad?
Just in the video. All the video watchers there. Don't worry.
Hi, Chad. Listen. Huh?
I said chat.
Chat. I thought you said Chad. I was
Chad,
like, who the hell's Chad?
There might be a Chad out there listening.
Yeah, no, chat. Sorry, this freaking phone is there we go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, TiggyNation is making fun of me for the V8. But listen, I like the nice V8 energy. It's got a nice energy boost. So this is what I'll do. On a normal day, I drink my coffee at like 7 in the morning. Then I'm good. Angie's got a nice Nespresso coffee maker, so one coffee is like good. And then around 2:00, I'll get my V8, and it's just the perfect afternoon boost of energy.
Yeah,
and that's kind of what I do. But yeah, big V8 guy here.
Nice. Okay. Well, hey, you might be the only person I know to drink that. So I will say the commercials for it make it look very appetizing.
No, it's at least the one I have. The pomegranate blueberry V8 energy. It's good. It's tasty.
Yeah.
I'll have to mail you some. I'll mail you a case.
Mail me some of those. That's funny. So before we get into the big hot topic, Olympics have been going on. JT, you I would think would be a big Olympic fan, but I'll let you tell everyone what you told me before we started.
TiggyNation. So let me premise. I asked TiggyNation if he watched the basketball game, and he's like, "No, I don't really care too much about basketball." And I'm like, "Yeah, me neither. I actually haven't watched any of the Olympics. I haven't watched one thing. The only thing was I was at my parents' house, and my dad had on like fencing.
Yeah,
that was on the TV. Other than that, haven't really watched it. I don't know, man. Here's the thing, TiggyNation.
What's the thing?
No, Olympics are great. Love America, obviously. But I tell you what, I don't know what it is, and this may have happened to you as well, but you seem to have a lot of friends you've made out there. I moved away, and I don't care about anything. And I mean that in a good way. I'm just so kind of into what I'm doing, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't watched the Olympics. I'm not against the Olympics or anything. That's not it. But I just haven't watched or really been interested in watching,
Okay.
I just got to be honest.
Yeah.
But tell me about it. Tell me about it a little bit then. Give me the important updates.
So they've only been on for the past 2.5 weeks on every single channel at all times throughout the day. They're also on social media constantly, but but I'm a big fan of summer. Not a big basketball guy. I'm a big hockey guy. So, and then the soccer this year's only U23, so it's kind of like a lot of young guys. So it's a little different than the World Cup or the Copa or the Euro, where it's just the all-star teams. You get to see Lionel Messi, you get to see Ronaldo, stuff like that. You don't get to see that in this Olympics, which is kind of, female won today, so that was good, or maybe yesterday. Basketball, don't care about, but I like track and field a lot. I think track and field is very cool. And there's one runner that I'm a big fan of. I got caught in a YouTube time warp many years ago, and I would always watch this girl run the hurdles, and I'm like, it's insane. She's so good. And I just became a big fan. She's racing, and her name's Sydney McLaughlin. I think it's Sydney McLaughlin Lavrone right now. I think she got married to a football player, but she is the best hurdler in the world. And why she's the best hurdler is she takes the hurdles on. She can take it on both feet, whereas some people would want to stutter step and only jump with one foot. She will take it on whatever foot she needs to do it to keep the pace. And ever since I think 2019, her last 6 races, she has broken her own world record every time she runs. And she was the first one to she was the first woman to win 2 gold medals at the 400 hurdles. So no one's ever won it twice. She's only 25, and probably in 4 more years, we're going to see her do it on U.S. soil in Los Angeles, which is going to be cool to see. And then they even used her for the 4x4, just the regular 4x4 yesterday. She was the fastest runner in the whole thing, including Gabby Thomas, including I forget the anchor, but they're, just regular sprinters, and everyone puts them on a pedestal. But Cindy McLaughlin comes in, not even her event, but she can run a 400 well, ran it the fastest out of anyone there. And super cool. She's super
so just straight up freak of nature, like
really cool.
Like that's awesome.
It helps. She's extremely gorgeous. Her hair is so cool, but she is just like an awesome athlete. Very good positive message and inspiration stuff. And I don't know, it's like she's the best hurdler in the world. She's the best hurdler in the world. She smokes a lot of men with her times, and it's like it's just really cool to see. And it's cool, very patriotic. So it's good. USA keeps winning, and she just does not lose. And it's cool to see. I'll have to send you some clips after the episode. But yeah, Cindy McLaughlin, absolute stud, MVP of this Olympics so far. Yeah.
Awesome. That does sound cool. So the 400, she ran on the 4x4. Mm-hmm. Is that where is that Shikari girl run still?
She does the 4x1. She does the 4x1, and she does the last leg.
So she's just a sprinter. She's just a 100. Yeah, okay. That's right.
She is so fast. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. And there was a moment where she's running next to, I don't know what country she was running next to, but she was kind of like keeping pace. And then like it was maybe 30 meters left. She literally looked over at her and then took off.
She pulled a Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
That's like the most iconic picture, Usain Bolt. He's looking back at whoever he's racing.
Yeah.
But that's pretty badass.
So that was cool. We also saw Noah Miles. I don't know if you know him, but he's U.S. sprinter, 100 and 200.
What a name, first of all, for a sprinter. Noah Miles.
Is it Noah Miles? It might be Noah Lyles. That would be crazy if I just butchered his name and you love the fake name more than the real name.
I do, if that's either way.
It is definitely Noah Lyles.
Noah. I was going to say, dang, what a name for a runner with last name if it was Miles.
That'd be pretty good. So Noah Lyles. Yeah. So he actually came out right before the Olympics and said it's embarrassing that the NBA champions call themselves world champions, because that's not what they are. All they do is play in the U.S. They don't play countries or teams across the world. And the basketball team was like, what are you talking about? Like, we're going to go to the Olympics and win. And Noah Lyles was like talking a lot of shit to the U.S. basketball team. So Noah Lyles runs 2 events. He runs the 100 and the 200. The 200 is his event. He is very good at it. He was big time favorite going in. The 100 he ran, he ended up winning by like a millisecond. They went back, VAR'd it. He won somehow when it didn't look like he was even close. He won it. So he wins the 100. A couple days later, it comes after the 200. It starts, and how the entrance is, they show like the opening, you'll walk through. He sprints out like a maniac, jumping around all across the track and stuff, getting fired up. He goes out there. He goes out there and absolutely sucks fucking balls.
Really?
Sucks balls.
See, that's why, brother, man, it is so important to stay humble.
Yeah.
Imagine being a cocky ass, and then he just comes out and sucks.
He went out there and he did get third. He got third, but it wasn't even close, JT. Like the guy out front demolished him. And then second place, I think, was another American who was pretty good too. But Noah Lyles was third, and he looked like stunned. And he does have asthma. He does have asthma, and I think that's cool that he's able to get over that. But right after he got third place, man, he said he popped positive for COVID. And I'm like, the same guy that was just jumping around like a maniac 20
Mm-hmm.
minutes ago, this guy had COVID. Is
Let's
that a
see.
cop out? I think it's a little cop out.
Probably. Just accept defeat. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where is Noah Lyles from? Noah Lyles. Where is he
Yeah.
from? He's from Florida. Gainesville, Florida. Chomp chomp.
Chomp chomp.
Yeah, you hate to see it. I'm all for being confident, but to talk major shit on people and then come out and just kind of shit the bed, hate to see it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hate to see it. And it stinks because it's like, it's one of ours, it's an American, you know what I mean, doing it. So
Right, for sure.
it stinks. I don't know. So it's just, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Win with grace, lose with grace, and yeah. So that was interesting. That was kind of something to happen. But no Lyles, he's big into like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, and he was pulling out like Exodia pieces in his qualifying matches from his like singlet and stuff.
No way.
Yeah, it was really cool. I'll have to say I got to send you all these. So you would like Noah Lyles because he's very enthusiastic and he's a good runner. Just unfortunate run. Maybe he just didn't have a good run. I don't know if I like the whole COVID immediately after the race.
Yeah.
And then it's all right though. But yeah, USA. I think we're leading China in golds, which is cool. And then we're leading overalls by a lot. But I'm pretty sure we're above China right now in golds.
Noah Lyles' age. Oh, he's 27. No, that's good. Let's see. Hold on. Olympic gold medal count. 24. We're tied 40.
Tied at 40? Oh my god.
But total medals no one's even close to total.
Yeah.
126 and then China has 91.
Yeah. That's the thing. We're just so well rounded. Like we'll get a lot of silvers and bronzes. And I don't know if we had the most golds last year. We're definitely the most medals. So I hope we win the golds outright because I think the gold should be worth more. Gold should be worth 3, silvers 2, bronze 1. I think they should do a count like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a bronze medal shouldn't count the same as a gold. I don't know.
Right, for sure.
Yeah, but
and then I watched Joe Rogan's new stand-up, which very subpar, honestly.
Yeah,
I really like Joe Rogan as UFC. He's a good commentator and he's got a great podcast and stuff. But his stand-up was, I don't know. But anyway, that's not the point of this. He was talking about like America or whatever, China or something, and he's like, China. If you think about it, like, a country like China should be the best in everything because they've been a country for like thousands of years.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, dude, America's 250 years old and we kick everybody's ass. It's so true though. It's just when you like think about that, it's such a weird concept. Like you have countries like China, like I don't even know what year China became China, but that like thousands of years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you have the United States has been the country for 250 years.
Yeah, but also we had so much migration that, so that's the thing. It's like we had probably a lot of the best from so many different cultures. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
from
that's
Europe,
true.
Probably
too.
some from Asia, and we just kind of we kind of have taken all the best from everywhere else and made it our own. So I would say that it is a little strange though. That is a good point. I like that.
Yeah, it's just like, wow, that is weird when you think of it like that. But yeah, freaking House of the Dragon finale.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I gotta say. I liked it. I liked the finale.
Mm-hmm.
I truly was shocked. Like I did not see all the hate coming. Like I was like, we were watching it, me and Angie. It's like, oh man, like that was really good. I really liked that episode. Like we were like, oh gosh, I can't wait for season 3 now. Like what a cliffhanger and all that. Yeah. And then you pull up Twitter and everything, and everyone is just shitting on it. Yeah. And I'm like, oh damn. Like, what did you think?
So I was in the same boat. I liked it. There were some things I wish that progressed that we saw. Like I wish we saw Reyna with Sheep Stealer. I wish we kind of saw that cultivate. I wish we saw a couple other things too, but ultimately, like you said, good episode. Like just because things happen in the episode that you wanted to see that didn't, doesn't mean it's a bad episode. You know,
Yeah,
just because it's
right.
something you thought it'd be different doesn't make it a bad episode. I agree it was a good episode. I think people wanted a little more, but I also think people don't realize what the ending finale of all the seasons of Game of Thrones were, you know? Because I only think there was one season in which the finale was the best episode. And I think it's a pretty unpopular opinion because it's season 6. And the episode before is Battle of the Bastards.
Yeah, right.
But episode 10 is, you know, the Sept of Baelor blows up. Rhaenyra comes with their dragons on the boats. Like, that's the ending scene.
What
else? Like Ramsay
what finale is it where Jon Snow gets killed?
Oh,
isn't that a
man.
finale? Like, imagine that. Imagine you ending the season.
So I don't think it was a finale.
Let me see. I can.
It's season 5. But I think it ends. Doesn't it end with him like dead on the table, and then like at the end he's like, and then the season ends, right? Or is that
no?
That's episode 1.
Episode 1 of season 6, he wakes up. So season 5 finale ends with you thinking Jon Snow dies.
Yeah.
So like, imagine waiting
years.
So actually, geez, Teddy, you scared the crap out of me. No. Okay, so let's see. No, season 6, you didn't find out he was alive until season 6, episode 2.
Episode 2.
That's crazy.
And for any of the book readers out there, the books end right now. Jon Snow is dead in the books. He has not, like, at the end of the books where we're at, he is dead, I believe.
No way.
So he has not come back to life in the books at all.
So that was when it was kicked off with the books being over, and then they just kind of wrote the new story.
Yeah.
Dang.
So, but like,
crazy.
Like, I don't know. I think the finale have always been setups for the next season. You know what I mean? Like, well, not a lot of action, and I still think we got a lot of great scenes.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think it was really cool. We get to see. I mean, we get to kind of predict what's going to happen. I do think that because it was a setup, like big setup, next season's going to start with fireworks, like immediately.
Yeah.
You know, like so.
Yeah, and I didn't. So here's the thing. Well, there's so much to talk about on this episode. But so here's the thing. You know how when Alicent and Rhaenyra are talking, and Rhaenyra's like, "Listen, the only way me and you can solve this is like I have to kill Aegon. Like, I have to kill him, right?" And Alicent, like, low key agrees.
Yes.
But the season ends with Aegon running away.
Yeah, with Larys.
So Rhaenyra's gonna go and like think it's all good now. Like, we're about to kill Aegon, and he's gone. And like, you know, she's gonna think Alicent told him to run. Oh my gosh, electric.
Or does Alicent play it off and be like, "Well, oh, my son's dead. I can't, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't find him. Hey, Rhaenyra, my son's dead. The throne is yours." Rhaenyra takes it. Aegon comes back season 4 or something like that, and you know, goes against her. You could see something like that where Alicent just lies to Rhaenyra.
Yeah, that too. Oh my gosh. So that part is gonna be a major thing. Yeah. And then, like, there's a lot of things. Like, so Helena, is Helena like the three-eyed raven? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. So I was under the same interpretation as well. And my cousin has read all the books, has read even Fire and Blood and stuff like that. And he loves the three-eyed raven. The three-eyed raven in the books of Game of Thrones is very, very important. And they actually go over who the three-eyed raven is. And it's funny enough, but I believe his name is three-eyed. I want to make sure. I don't want to blow it. I think his name is Brendan Rivers. I don't know. Thread Raven. Yeah, Brynden Rivers or Blood Raven. And we see him in Game of Thrones. You know, he's the older guy with the black cloak with the white hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Brynden Rivers, we see Alice Rivers, Brynden Rivers. So Rivers is the bastards of the Riverlands. And I believe now this is all, you know, up in the air, but I believe we see Brynden Rivers in the flashback or in like the future vision that Damon sees. I believe he is someone in there. Obviously the Raven at the beginning, but like I believe he is one of those characters in the visions that we see.
Whoa.
So take that as you may. That's the rumor mill going around.
Yeah. The only reason I'm like Helena is the three-eyed raven was because she told Damon, she's like, I know you tried to kill Aegon. I was there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
I saw it.
What is that? What is that? Yeah, I saw it, she said. I'm like, what does that mean? And like she's in Damon's vision.
Yeah.
Like,
speaking
what the heck
at the present time. At the present time, too, she's speaking in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I was really hoping we got to see Helena ride a dragon. I hope we see that before the end. I think that'd be just cool. Because apparently this freaking, what is it? What's her dragon?
Is it not Moon Dancer? That's Bela's.
Yeah.
Dreamfire.
Dreamfire, yes. Apparently this thing is fucking massive, dude. Like the size of whatever, like Vermithor almost. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like the dragon is massive. So I want to see that dragon. I think it's the only dragon we haven't seen on camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
so that would be sweet. And then another thing, I'm like, well, first off, like the future vision with Damon, seeing Daenerys and all that, freaking awesome.
My jaw was on the ground. I was getting chills. And even though we know how Game of Thrones ends, it was like, I like the callbacks. It's cool to connect them. You know what I mean? And like, so that wasn't even Daenerys. They actually hired a new actress for that scene. How crazy is that too?
Yeah. I know that. I didn't realize. It looked just like her. Yeah.
I thought they just took that from the show, but yeah, they got a new actress for that. And, someone else too was like a new actor in one of those visions, but I think it was cool. Do you think Damon, I think that scene with Damon was the best scene of the whole episode with the weirwood tree and everything. So what do you think? Do you think that scene saves the hate of Damon's whole arc this whole season?
Well, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, I get that they wanted us to be like, where the fuck is Damon? Like, what's Damon? That's the point of it, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Like, to really have us, like, wanting to see Damon.
Yeah.
So I like his character still. I like how he had his vision and him and Rhaenyra made up, and I thought how he knelt to her right in front of his whole army. Like, I thought that was so badass. Mm-hmm. Like, he finally built up his army and stuff.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm going to show them, like, I'm kneeling in front of her. Like, I thought that was so cool. So, cool. I still like his character.
Yeah.
I think that was the point. I genuinely think they did that on purpose with his character this season. To have everyone like, come on, like, we want to see Damon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I agree. I don't think if he doesn't see that vision, I think he battles Rhaenyra. You know, I don't think he kneels, but I also agree. I don't think he was ready to see that until he kind of went through and dealt with, his brother Viserys and kind of like going through those visions of that and Rhaenyra and like, just, he kind of like cleaned his mind. He went away, had a little therapy, had a little rehab to himself, through some psychedelic shit that Alice was doing. But then he saw the vision, he saw the truth, and he was like, all right, I'm here for it. Like, I'm probably not going to survive. Like, I'm not supposed to sit the throne. It's supposed to be Rhaenyra. But honestly, in the grand scheme of things, it's not going to matter. It's like, I'm not like, we're just playing parts. This isn't about us. And then he says, winter is coming, which was Very cool. Very
That
cool.
was
And
awesome.
I'm not big on like the whole Stark Winterfell thing, but like hearing Winter's coming from Daemon Targaryen was very fucking cool. In High Valyrian as well.
Yeah. No, for sure. I thought that whole thing was awesome. That whole
Yeah.
sequence there.
Daemon's back, stole the episode.
Yeah. But here's another thing that made me wondering.
Yep.
So he had his vision, and you see one of the Night King's generals.
Yes.
With the long hair. And I'm like, is Daemon seeing like, does he become a Night King fucking general?
So
that's what I was like, oh, like, that's just what I started thinking. I know that's long shot. We will probably never know, but I was like, dang.
It's very interesting. It's very interesting because there is that long-haired White Walker who battles Jon at Hardhome and stuff like that, and very similar hair to both Daemon and Aemon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the odds of one of them, I would say, is pretty high. I thought there was a rule though that they could only raise the dead above the wall. So that's the only thing where I'm like a little confused. Right. So I don't know. Again, I don't even know if that's an actual rule. My cousin said that, and I'm like, it sounds right. Sounds like that's probably a thing.
It does. It does,
actually
but
have no idea.
It does, but that was also proven incorrect in the Long Night episode of season 8. Because remember, they're fighting at Winterfell, and then the Night King just raises everyone up that he killed, everyone that got killed.
Right.
But still, you're right though. How would they? Because whatever it says, he died. Well, they die God's eye or whatever. Where is that? I don't even know. Let's see. Let me see.
Oh, that's I think like a river or a lake or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Okay, yeah. In the southeast, it's a large lake in the center of Westeros in the southeast.
Stop reading. Stop reading.
I didn't give anything away.
No, I'm just being it for your essay. It's tough to Google. It's very tough to Google things in this series now.
Oh, because I'll spoil.
Well, no, I'm just in general. Yeah, like if you search any dragon, it's like you're gonna get all the riders, et cetera, and stuff. But yeah, super cool. I think, yeah, the White Walkers, I would have loved to see a series with them, or like the Children of the Forest. And I think there were a Children of the Forest show, but it got cut because we don't know who the Night King is. We see the small clip of the Children of the Forest making the Night King. He's got that short, kind of blonde, brown hair.
Yeah.
I mean, is that a Targaryen?
Other than that, yeah, we don't really know.
Yeah. No name. And he's riding the dragon, so you got to think he might possibly be a Targaryen.
I know. See, that was always what I thought too. I'm like, Targaryens are only supposed to be the ones that can ride a dragon. So, like, what the heck happened with that? You know what I mean?
So that'd be interesting. But I'd love to learn more about the White Walkers. We also see when Helena's talking to Aemon, and Aemon, and she's like, "I saw you," yada yada yada, and he's like, "I could have you killed," and she's like, "It's not going to change anything. Aegon will sit the throne again," but then he said a wooden throne. She said a wooden throne, right? And I don't know if that's supposed to signify him on the carriage leaving the city. You know what I mean? Like on the boxes, on the crates and stuff, but. She's always right with the predictions. Like I
think the wooden throne is. I took it as a wheelchair.
Okay.
I don't know if that. Yeah. So I don't know if that's really like actually what she meant, but that's how I took it. I was like, oh, like she's, how she talks in riddles. Like I was like, she's meaning like he's alive, but he's gonna be in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That's interesting. Okay. That could be it too. But she's always right. She is always right. So in 5 years, when this series gets finished up and somehow Aegon is on the throne again, and people are going to be like, how the hell that happened? Helena called it season finale episode 2, which everyone hated.
Yeah, you're right. No, I mean, you're exactly right. Yeah, which I'm shocked. Like and we've gone over this a million times. You just can't make people happy these days with shows and movies, and
Yeah.
there's always going to be hate out there because it wasn't exactly like you said, exactly what you thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
but I liked it. We're gonna have some kind of Game of Thrones show every year now for probably like 5 years, right?
Yeah. I mean, they posted and came out with, what was it? Night of the Seven Kingdoms is coming out next year. It's only going to be 6 episodes about Sir Duncan the Tall. I think it's Dunk and Egg. So Egg is Aegon Targaryen, which I don't know if it's the Aegon Targaryen that is the brother to Aemon in the Night Watch. Do you remember from
Yeah,
old school
yeah.
Game of Thrones when
Mm-hmm.
it's the old man? I don't know if he's the Maester. I think he's the Maester up there, right?
Yeah, Maester Aemon.
Yeah, and I think John was talking to him and stuff, and he's when he's dying, he's freaking out a little bit, going egg, egg, and that's what he calls Aegon. So I don't know if this is that Aegon. I feel like it was, and then Sir Duncan the Tall just seems like a big knight. So I think it'll be cool, and it'll be different. People probably won't like it because guess what? There's not going to be dragons, so probably not that much incest either. Sorry, guys, but that'll be cool. And then I was a little surprised we're getting 4 seasons of House of the Dragon. Were you?
Um, yeah, I mean, I guess I don't really know the full story of the how it all pans out, so I guess I don't really know what I thought. I do say I do think that uh you definitely could have they definitely could have made it shorter.
Yeah.
Because like just we saw how this season was, which I'm not complaining, but it was a
Yeah.
lot of drawn out
Mhm.
storyline where I feel like they probably could have made it 2 or even 2 or 3 seasons,
Yeah.
maybe 3 seasons. But no, yeah. So 4 seasons, that's a lot for it just being, like its own like kind of a spinoff,
Yeah.
you know. Um,
Yeah.
but no,
And
I'm excited. Yeah.
yeah. Apparently, someone said that there were 9 and 10 for the season, and they pushed them to season 3. And I am not okay if they're going to push 4 seasons and they're going to give us like 7 episodes next season and then 6 the next. You know what I mean? Like, it
Yeah.
needs to be 8 minimum, or else I will be very, very unhappy.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with the drawn out. I like the drama. I liked all these episodes. I thought they were good. I feel like I know each character more than,
Yeah, right. Right.
it's kind of like old school Game of Thrones. You're getting a lot of stuff that might not be that important, but your character building, your world building. And then we see. So I will say, when Allison talked with Rhaenyra and Allison like walked away and Rhaenyra kind of let her go and she's walking away, I thought Allison was going to die when she's walking. Like I
Yeah.
thought we got the montage, we get all the pieces moving and stuff. And I thought Massaria was going to come out and just shank her or something like that.
Oh, wow.
You
Now
know?
that would have been crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like
didn't
that.
I didn't think of that. That would have been crazy.
I don't know. I feel like I'm always just trying to guess whenever a big jump's going to happen, or I'm like, that would have been a wild moment to have at the end, you know? I don't know. Actually,
Definitely.
probably just wouldn't have built anything in terms of the plot, unfortunately. But I was like, I just thought someone had to die, you know? But
Hmm.
apparently not. It'll still be good though. Um, so we got
Yeah.
that. Night of the Seven Kingdoms next year, House of the Dragon 2026. And that means it'll probably come back 2028 for the last season. Um, and then we have more shows being written. Aegon's Conquest, so Aegon the Conqueror with his sisters. What is it? Visenya and is it Nymeria? I think maybe not my Nymeria, but it's Visenya and I forget the other one. And then 10,000 Ships is, I believe, that might be Nymeria, maybe. But it's kind of the creation of Dorne. and they're traveling from Essos to Westeros, and I think they're going to create Dorne or found Dorne. So that'd be cool. Dorne was always sick in the shows and stuff. And then JT, well, we have an untitled one too, so it means they can do whatever they want. I want something north of the wall. I want something north of the wall that isn't Jon Snow and his dog. That's what I want. I want like the wildlings. I want Children of the Forest. I want White Walker creation. Like I want that. I want that story because that just seems so unique, so cool. And then you could throw in Three-Eyed Raven stuff in there too because he was north of the wall as well. So give me all that. That's what I want for that show.
It would be cool to see like the origin or like the giants, how we had two giants in Game of Thrones, like a whole village of giants or whatever above the wall. Like that would be really cool to see.
Yeah, I don't know. They just got so much avenues, and they've only scratched the surface of this realm. And then there's some animated shows. JT, what do you think about Game of Thrones animated shows?
You know what? I'm a big fan of animated shows. Like if it's a good animation, like for example, like there's this one show. I only have watched a couple episodes. Oh my gosh, and I'm drawing a blank on what it's called. It's a Netflix.
Avatar. Avatar.
What? I love Avatar, of course. I would never forget the name of that. Hold on. Netflix show about white blue-eyed samurai. So, it's called Blue Eye Samurai. So anyway, Blue Eye Samurai. I think it's in China. It's in an Asian, Asian environment, which makes sense. So yeah, let's say China, and it's like in Sam. It's way in the past time, like samurais and all this shit. Anyway, China is like really, I guess I'll say racist because that's how the show is. Like super racist against like white people. And there's a samurai who is like half Chinese, half white, and she has blue eyes. So she'll always try to wear glasses and stuff so people don't see her. Anyways, she's like a badass samurai, like half white, half Chinese samurai.
Okay.
The animation style is awesome. So like,
good stuff.
Yeah, like that kind of like into the Spider-Verse style animation. I love animated shows. I think it, and I think Westeros is the perfect world for some animated type shows. Like I sometimes think things are better animated. I'm not saying Game of Thrones would be, but like when you take an animated old movie and you make it live action, a lot of the time it's better as animated. So I think I'm down for the animated. I don't know what the shows are, but there could be some really cool stuff with like dragons and like a lot of the ships and stuff above the like magic and stuff in Game of Thrones world in animation could be pretty cool. I'm on board with it.
So we got two. So there's 4 series. 2 were named. One's 9 voyages, and that's going to be kind of like 9 trips that Corlys Valerian the Sea Snake.
Yeah, see, that's good. I think that would be great, like a pirate show, Westeros animation style. Like that sounds awesome to me.
That'll be cool. And then Golden Empire, which is going to be, I think, like building the city of Karth that we see in Essos, which we saw like very early on in Game of Thrones. I forget the name of he was like that big black guy that helped Rhaenyra escape, but he was kind of like the ringleader of Karth basically. So super cool stuff. And then 2 untitled shows coming down the line. But I mean, Game of Thrones is just here to stay for ever, it seems like. Which I'm a big fan of. I like it. So happy for that. Unhappy with all the people that think they're too good of critics to enjoy a finale of a good season.
No, I agree. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
I was legitimately so shocked at the hate.
I know.
No, but that's cool. Yeah, glad to see all the new shows. Glad to see some animation style shows. I'm excited to see how they animate it, 1, and 2, if each show is going to be the same style of animation.
Yeah, I hope they're different. I hope they're a little different. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool as well. I really like that with one of the Star Wars shows. Oh man.
Clone Wars.
It no. It was like shorts. It was like the tales of whatever. Anyway, that's not important what it's called. Like each episode was like kind of its own animation style, which I thought was really cool.
Very cool.
Oh, yeah, speaking of new things coming out, there was that Disney Expo. It's called D23. Don't even really know what that stands for. Disney something. They have it every year, maybe a couple times a year. But they announced a lot of cool stuff and like showed some trailers and some pictures.
Okay.
They announced Incredibles 3 they're making, which is cool. Love the Incredibles. Toy Story 5, which I thought Toy Story 4 was kind of trash. Love Toy Story. I mean, that Toy Story is an absolute classic.
Yeah.
But so they're doing that. Then they showed the first like images of Avatar 3, and it's cool because it's about fire people now, like fire, ashes, and it's called Blood and Ashes or something crazy like that.
Fire and Ash.
Fire and Ash. So that looks cool. What else was I excited about that I saw that they were doing? Moana 2. They showed the full trailer of it. I know we've seen some of it already, but they did the full trailer. Looks really good. Honestly, I do think like modern day Disney animated movies have been really good. Like Moana, you have Luca and Coco and like Frozen and all those movies. Yeah, they're all really good. So that's pretty cool. They showed some footage from Captain America and Harrison Ford as the Red Hulk, which he looks pretty badass.
I think it looks cool. I'm a little worried because Harrison Ford is fucking old as shit.
He is old. I agree. I'm not sure. Like, I get it. He's Harrison Ford. I get it. Marvel's like trying to dig themselves out of a hole, but like you couldn't get anyone that's not 90 years old. You know what I mean?
Guess how old Harrison Ford is?
86.
He's 82.
80, 82. So he's old.
This guy was born during World War fucking II. Like legit. You know what I mean? And he is going to be this, I don't know, superhero, supervillain. I don't know the lore of Red Hulk, but I mean, it's like what the.
No, I agree. What else? Lilo and Stitch live action.
Yep.
I was kind of like, oh man, they just live actioning everything these days, which they are, but they showed what Stitch looks like. He looks freaking incredible.
Nice.
Looks really good.
Mandalorian coming out again. I didn't even watch season 2. I kind of
So Mandalorian. Yeah, I like the Mandalorian still. They're coming out that movie. Whatever this trailer is for Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Don't even know what this is.
Yeah.
But I could go on and on and on. But they announced a lot of cool stuff.
I'm just looking at one that we didn't see, or that we haven't talked about. Looks incredibly cool, and I thought the movie was really good. Is Tron, Ares.
Yeah.
I think that is going to be very cool. I like Tron Legacy. I thought it was just like a cool design, and like I played Tron the video game and stuff, so it's like it's not like, I mean, it's kind of like the video game, but I don't know, just very unique, very futuristic, very cool premise. And this one, Jared Leto is going to be in. Jeff Bridges is back again. Evan Peters is in. Cameron Monaghan. Sarah Desjardins. I mean, a lot of good actors, a lot of good actresses. Looks very, I don't know, looks cool. And something in those suits, oh man, it looks good. The only thing I'm worried about is Jared Leto. That's That's always the question mark. Jared Leto. Hate to say it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah. Okay. So the other thing, I was like, I know I'm forgetting something that really kind of was a big one. They showed the trailer of Mufasa.
Ooh, yes, I saw that
Okay,
as well.
so did you watch it?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, oh, it looks good, but it just the whole story is like, wow. So this is what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So it's essentially like Mufasa is Mufasa is the adopted orphan
Mm-hmm.
of this noble family,
Yeah.
and Scar is like the heir.
Mm-hmm. He's
So
like Damon. He's like Damon in a sense. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Or
so I can get why in Lion King Scar hates Mufasa. Like,
Mhm.
but I'm just very interested to see how it all pans out, you know? The movie actually looks pretty good. Like
Mhm.
the Lion King live action, it was okay. Like one of the highest grossing movies of all time. But it it didn't capture the full essence of the animated show movie.
Yeah.
But Mufasa, it looks pretty good. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy lineup of the cast here. Have you seen the cast in Mufasa Lion King?
mm-mm,
We got Blue Ivy Carter as Kiara, Aaron Pierre as Mufasa. We have Donald Glover as Simba, Beyonce as Nala. I mean, this is really cool. Seth Rogen's in it, Pumbaa again,
mm-hmm,
Billy Eichner, Timon. I mean,
mm-hmm.
oh man, great cast. That'll be so good. I hope this, like, I hope somehow the ending scene of this movie will be like the first scene of, the original Lion King or something like that. You know what I mean? Kind
Mm-hmm,
of like how Furiosa did with Mad Max. I thought that was really
mm-hmm.
cool, and I think that'd be a cool way to do it.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, long story short, a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah,
Um, that they're
stuff.
coming out with here.
Any word on National Treasure 3? Did they mention that in the Disney thing or no?
I don't see anything.
No, no National Treasure 3. I'm still waiting. Still waiting.
No, nothing on that. Couple cool Marvel stuff. They showed some Fantastic Four and Daredevil
Nice.
stuff.
I like
So that's
Daredevil.
cool too. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Got
Mm-hmm.
anything else? Got anything else on the docket?
Uh, no, I honestly don't. NASCAR is back today. There was a couple week break.
Hell yeah.
So they race in Richmond tonight,
Richmond
which will
VA,
be
baby.
6 p.m. So a nice little evening race.
Nice.
Love that. Love watching. I want to go to a race where the sun is going down and it's
Yeah.
starting to get dark, like towards the end. That just sounds electric. Football is back.
Yep.
You
We're
know,
roaring, ready to go. Excited.
I know fall. I know it's August. Getting ahead of myself here, but this morning walked outside. It was a cool, no humid 70 degrees this morning,
Mm-hmm.
and I could feel it. I could start to feel it a little bit in the air.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all for that.
It's interesting enough. There's actually no sun out today right now. Feels very cool. Unfortunately, it is still 98 degrees here. But no, that's cool. I'm so glad the weather's kind of toning down there.
Yeah, it's starting to, and you can see it. You can see it in the sun. You know what I'm saying? Like
You can
sun,
see it in her eyes.
you can. The sun just shines a little bit different
Mm-hmm.
in fall time, and
Yeah.
it's starting to look that way. Starting. I'm not getting
Starting.
ahead of myself. It's still August,
Yeah.
but yeah, Tiggy Nation. That's all I got, man. That's all I got for you today.
Yep. I'm the same. If you were waiting for the update on the girl that hasn't texted me back, don't worry. Another week, no text. So that might be the official. I don't know. Why even send that text? Am I crazy? Or is she crazy? Am I crazy or is she crazy?
You're not the crazy one. She's the crazy.
I'm not crazy. She's crazy.
Yep, that is facts. But all right, guys, thank you for hopping in line with us. Summer is nearing its end. We'll be back in school here, back on a regular schedule here sometime. So thanks for hopping in line. We will catch you next week. Bye-bye.
Mwah.